Hello, divine beings, peace, love, abundance, blessings. I am doing a pick a card reading with channeled messages from the goddess of love, Aphrodite. These will be readings for your love journey and your self-love journey as well. All right, so this is a pick a card reading. I'm about to show you the 3 decks. And again, these will be channeled messages from the goddess of love, Aphrodite herself. All right. So let's get into it. I'm going to show you all the decks that are available. This is deck number 1. The time slots will be below. Deck number 1, the Sun. We have deck number 2, the Pink Moon. And one more deck. Deck number 3, the Dark Blue Astrology. We're going to do one more round and the time slots will be below. Pick which deck calls out most to you. Deck 1, the Sun. Deck 2, the Pink Moon. And lastly, deck 3, the Astrology. All right, awesome. So the time slots will be below, and I'll see you in your specific reading. Group 1, what is up? This is your messages for you, group number 1. So let's see what the goddess Aphrodite has to say. These are all live card tarot pulls, so let's see what the first message is. We have revenge. Okay, so who wronged you? That's my first question. And why romance? Why is there a feeling of anger? Okay, here's the message that I'm getting. You need to let the anger of the past go because it's only going to interrupt what is meant to come for you. You have been wronged. Yes, you have been treated unfairly. Yes, you have been lied to. Yes, you were somebody who was very giving to somebody who took your kindness for granted, who was a taker of your energy, who was a taker of your healing, who was a taker of your medicine, who may have vocalized some very harsh words about you, but this is somebody who has a lot of internal self-hatred, who is trying to project their self-hatred onto you. And what I'm hearing is that you have allowed some of this person's words to echo, even though you're not with this person anymore. And this is almost feeling like it's haunting you. And what I'm hearing is that you need to forgive yourself for that experience. You need to forgive yourself for whatever it was that happened, for what you went through, and you need to let it go for good. Sorry for the dog barking, y'all. The next card that we have is Practicality. I think that you've been very much like goal-oriented at this time. I get this energy of working a lot in behalf of career, really moving forward for what your goals are. I'm seeing a home move. I'm seeing money that's being saved for something big. So it feels like right now you're building a new domain. It feels like you're building a new home for yourself. It feels like you are very much goal-oriented. Maybe you gave a lot of your energy to a lot of different people in the past, but right now there's a very strong emphasis and focus on your personal goals, your personal wishes, and your personal wants. And it feels like you are going to have a 6-month cycle where I see an upswing in your economic state. I see you getting perhaps promotions at work, new gigs if you're doing anything in business. I get this energy of spring coming, and spring coming for your finances, meaning that a time of growth, a time of shock and surprise, but you're putting in the work. It's not just sudden money, it's money that you're really working hard toward. And I get this energy of like pride in yourself. Like you're going to be proud of yourself for sticking it through. You're going to be proud of yourself for working hard. If you are seeing this past person get into a new relationship or act unbothered, I'm being told that that is not the truth. This person is actually going through a state of hiding how truly sad they feel by trying to distract themselves, This person could be posting a lot on social media on purpose to try to make you jealous, to try to make you upset, or to try to get a reaction out of you. And what I'm hearing is don't get even. Allow the universe to take care of that. Because right now it feels like you've been focusing on your goals. Maybe like your economics are getting better. Maybe there's a lot more work coming. I get like clear roads, I get abundance. And what I'm hearing is why even go back into the old energy when there's so much good new energy around you? We do have a fair, and I do think that love is going to come in for you, but it doesn't feel like you're gonna be expecting it or looking for it. I get it being very random for you. It feels like a shock to your system. And the reason why is because you're not looking. You're in the middle of working or in the middle of a goal. I see you saving money. I see you working. And in the middle of your day to day life, some encounter happens with somebody. I see somebody romantically, perhaps like gesturing you from the beginning, but maybe you don't think too much of it or you don't have too many expectations. You're gonna find this person attractive, I'm hearing, but you're not really gonna necessarily like think too much about it. And I see people around you, perhaps like if you're at work, for some of you, this person could come to your job, or you're doing work with this person. Not that you're working with them, I don't see that. I see somebody who is in a profession they love though, but maybe it's more so that you're just doing your routine and you bump into somebody and your coworkers are there, or you're doing your routine and you bump into somebody and I see friends telling you like, I think this person really is interested in you. It doesn't just sound like it's being friendly, it sounds a little bit more romantic. So there is a love that's going to come in, I'm hearing, but you don't have to look for it. You don't have to do anything for it. Just focus on your goals, focus on your path, and out of nowhere that will come. But do not try to get even with whoever hurt you in the past. Don't try to get revenge. Stop trying to look at their social media. Stop trying to check in on them. That's only going to set you back further and further and further back. The next card that we have is decision. Take the decision to move forward. I see the chessboard in the bottom of this card, and that very much gives me like, okay, like certain pieces have been lost, but that doesn't mean that the game hasn't been lost fully. Meaning that maybe you did feel like you took a very huge blow to your confidence or your self-esteem when it came to this last relationship, but that does not mean that your outcomes are fully set in stone or that all your outcomes are going to be bad, negative, disadvantages. Like, I really think that you are underestimating how good things can get and the potentials for them. The next card that we have is discovery. Yeah, I see travel for you, but I see travel coming in through love. So I feel like right now you're just thinking again very much about goals. I get a very goal oriented energy, and I see you just thinking about saving money for the lifestyle that you want. And I see somebody coming in who has that same type of mindset, very much business oriented, goal oriented. And I see this person saying like, hey, I know you are in your hustle. I know that you're in your routine. Is there any way that I can take a moment of your time? So this is somebody who values time because they work hard and they're watching you value your time. So they know that one, like they can't just come in and slow you down. They're not going to be takers. And I feel like that's something that you have to know. This person is going to be a giver and a provider. And that's going to be the switch up for you. You were with somebody who made up a lot of excuses in their life, a lot of excuses for their shortcomings. I don't know what else to say, but I'm hearing the words loser. Maybe this person sees himself as a loser, but has a lot of external blames to it. I wasn't given the right opportunities. Society is difficult. Things are difficult right now. I just get this energy of life is hard and the world is hard from this person. And I almost feel like this person may have even envied your happiness, may have envied your success, or may have envied how you always find a way to remain positive and cheerful. You're not somebody who really looks for conflict. Even when people can sometimes not treat you right, I just see you steering the other direction and not really like caring while this person wants to instigate fights. The reason why this person wants to instigate fights is because they're angry at their circumstances. They're angry at life. So they want to find any justifiable excuse to argue. This is somebody who does not value time. This is somebody who feels like their circumstances have defeated them. You're the exact opposite, I'm hearing. You're somebody who is very much like, okay, yes, I wasn't always given the fair end of things, but I'm gonna go forward anyway. I'm gonna work hard anyway. I'm gonna aspire toward my dreams anyway. And I'm hearing that this year is a year of career growth for you, but this is also gonna be a time where love might come in very unexpectedly. I don't think that you're looking for it, and I think that that's actually the beauty of it. The next card that we have is Quarrel. Do not let anybody from the past instigate with you. If they want to contact you on social media, if you're hearing them talking bad about you, if there's rumors that this person is saying of you, just remember that that's what narcissists do when they no longer have you around them. The next card that we have is Inspiration. It's very much where right now the choice is yours, and I don't want you to self-sabotage. If you focus too much on the past, if you focus too much on getting even or battling with somebody who's really in a fight with themselves, then guess what? You're going to be caught in that, and it's going to block not only your love life, but it might even block your abundance, because you're exerting your energy on getting even. You're exerting your energy on fighting something that isn't your battle. You're exerting energy on somebody who lives off of conflict, lives off of fighting. So you're kind of falling into their trap. If anybody from the past tries to make you angry and you fall into it, then you are going to be blocking and delaying your own path, your own abundance, and your own love. I get that this person may have even I'm hearing mess with your money. Not that they literally did. Perhaps some of you, yes, but maybe your money wasn't as good as it is now after you left the person or after this person left your life. If your money started to increase, if your finances increase whenever you leave somebody behind, or your blessings or your opportunities, even like your social opportunities, your social connections, that lets you know that that person was creating blocks in your path. And I see that this person is no longer here. So don't allow them to have any entries again. All right. All right. That was your reading, group one. I hope it resonated. Yo, I don't know if you hear the dogs barking, but that's what the conflict feels like. It just feels like somebody trying to bark and get your attention one last time. And you know, when little dogs bark, it's for what reason? Because they're scared, because they want attention, because they want to look tough. This person from the past is just trying to mess with you one more time. Please, please, in the name of your abundance and love, do not take the bait. Do not take the bait. All right, group one, stay beautiful, stay abundant, stay great. If you want to book a private reading with me, how to do so is on the about below. And if you want to follow me on Instagram or social media, how to do so is on the about below. I'll see y'all next time, group number one. Group number two, what is up? What is up? Group number two, what is up? What is up? Group two, this is your reading for you. Let's see what messages the goddess of love, Aphrodite, has for you. The first card that we have is Balance. The time that you're spending alone, the time that you're spending apart, is time to regenerate, it's time to heal. If you have been called to spend more time within, then this is for a divine favor. This is for purging, the Crone of Swords. Yeah, I feel like you're graduating energetically from a lot of people, maybe from even a type of person you used to date. I don't get a specific person, I get a type. So maybe your standards are starting to increase. And I feel like if you're spending more alone time, it's for reflection work. And I'm also hearing to reset your energy, to reset your cycles. Aphrodite might be pushing you to really focus in on your diet, what you eat, and your health, I'm hearing. And it's to make sure, I'm also hearing your physical home. So maybe clearing things out, removing physical objects, maybe redecorating your home, is to ensure that your energy is being uplifted. I feel like you are leaving certain friendships behind, you're leaving certain relationships behind, and it's because you're growing and you cannot take everybody up with you. You have to honor where you're done with somebody. The next card that we have is the Six of Cups. I get this feeling of looking back, this feeling of nostalgia. I think that sometimes you can honestly date below your standards and date below your means. You date below your vibration, and I'm hearing that that needs to stop. So when we say that, what are we talking about? You date people who are not as self-aware as you. You might be dating people who don't make as much money as you. I hate to say it. Or if they are, they don't have emotional maturity. There's something in the partners that you're choosing where it's almost like you date them and I don't really feel like you're fully stimulated or you're fully satisfied. I'm gonna be 100. You might be dating below your mark. And I think that you really do need to honor upping your standards and not feel like that's something that is to regard with vanity, because wherever you're at, you need somebody of a similar vibration. And that's why you might be even feeling like in your friend groups, like there's shifts happening or there's changes happening. And I'm hearing that it's just that you're getting kind of bored with certain people around you. And it's because you're outgrowing certain sort of conversation, certain sort of energetic exchanges. I feel this energy of outgrowing, this energy of wanting more, wanting something new, wanting new outcomes, wanting new possibilities. So, yes, there is a shift coming for you. But what I'm hearing is be comfortable with what you're releasing. Be comfortable if you're not feeling as attached to certain people who may have felt like a safe space for you. You're moving forward and you're upgrading, is what I'm hearing. The next card that we have is the Maiden of Pentacles, knowing your worth and honoring your worth. Setting your standards and honoring your standards. Setting your standards to a certain place, you might feel like you're setting them too high, or maybe somebody told you that. I'm hearing that that's not real, that your standards are like too unreasonable. I feel like you might have this want for chivalry. You might have this want for consideration, and I think that speed dating, fast dating in today's society and culture doesn't necessarily mesh with you. I feel like you've done the speed dating or the hookups and you're kind of over it and you want something more substantial and something more real, and you bring a lot to the table, so there's nothing wrong with asking for somebody to bring more to the table. Stop dating under your caliber, is what I'm hearing, because you may have had a partner in the past who was resentful because they secretly knew that you were not happy with them. Maybe they knew that you didn't really want them, but you kept them around. And you might have been like, oh, well, you're not really what I want, but you're really nice. That's still not good, because it's almost like they kind of felt like they were like a trophy prize, and that's not healthy. The next card that we have is the Four of Wands. I get this energy of like you have to know that there's more outcomes for you when it comes to love. Right now it's like I'm not gonna lie, like you're not necessarily blocked, but there's an internal shift that's happening where you need to honor what you really feel on the inside. And if there's a certain type that you have, honor that. If there's a certain age that you like, honor that. A certain level of maturity, honor that. Don't be afraid of having some type of expectations. Of course, our expectations can't be too rigid, but at the same time, we can't just be like free hopping either. You get me? Like we can't just dive into every dating opportunity. We need to set up a standard that is practical for us, especially because you are somebody where you honor your peace, you honor your spirituality, you honor your energy. It makes sense to be around people who also do the same. You take really good care of yourself, is what I'm hearing, and you need to be with somebody who also takes good care of themselves. The next card that we have is the Crone of Cups. I get this energy for seeking fulfilling conversations and emotional maturity. Right now I see you like reading a lot of books, maybe just spending a lot of time with yourself, watching a lot of podcasts that deal with self-development. There's something about you right now that feels like it's very much about how can I grow as a person. And the next card that we have is the Nine of Pentacles, spoiling yourself, treating yourself. The Nine of Pentacles is very much about the abundance that you grew for you. So like if you want to take yourself out, go take yourself out. I think that you will actually meet people. I'm hearing take yourself out in places where you would be excited to meet certain people. So this means don't lowball on yourself for a self-love date. If you want to go somewhere that is a little higher end where you have to save a little bit to enjoy a good time there, then do it. That doesn't mean you have to get the craziest things on the menu, but this is just allowing you an experience to be a certain type of ambiance or a certain type of energy. There's a difference, with all due respect, from a dive bar and an upscale bar, all right? So I'm hearing if you want a certain aesthetic of, let's say, style or dress or person, you need to start going to places like that and events like that. And I feel like that's why right now you're not really feeling stimulated by people. And it's because internally there is a shift. And I think that your vibration is increasing. And you need to be around people who have a similar vibration. The next card that we have is the Eight of Pentacles. And the Eight of Pentacles is right synonymous to the Nine of Pentacles. You work too hard. You have worked too hard for your wellness. You have worked too hard for your abundance. You have worked too hard for your peace. You have worked too hard for your health to not want somebody who does the same exact things for themselves. The Queen of Wands, confidence. You know your worth. You know your worth, but don't feel bad about sticking to it. Don't feel bad about knowing that you secretly deserve more. The next card that we have is the Four of Pentacles. To me, this says playing small when you don't have to. Stop playing small. Stop playing humble. The Five of Pentacles. There are people who don't have what you have for yourself, which is self-love. There are people who still have a lack of self-love. And there are people who still have a lack of self-awareness, a lack of self-confidence. You've dated people like that already. It hasn't made you happy. Sure, it's fun for the moment, but then eventually you feel drained. So why even do it? Let me see what's in your future if you stick to what I'm hearing you need to change. Because right now I am getting like, okay, stop doing this. We have the Wheel of Fortune. I see new friendships, to be honest, not just even new love for you, but you need to be in new environments. You need to go out to environments that you would want to meet people or events where you would want to meet people. I'm also hearing don't be afraid to reach out to people who you think, have something good going for them. Like, don't feel like intimidated. Like, if you know somebody who you want to be friends with, like, reach out, communicate, contact. If you like somebody's style or what somebody does, like, give them a compliment, give them an affirmation. You never know where that could go. We have the Three of Cups. That's a confirmation. Friendships can really go far. And I think that for you, it's not just a love circle that I'm seeing, or like new love that I'm seeing, excuse me. It's a friend circle that I'm seeing. And the friend circle will lead you to love, because what I'm looking at is that you're going to make an important friend who is connected to somebody who you're supposed to meet. The next card is the Chariot. Go to nice places, go to nice museums, go to nice galleries, go to happy hours in nice places. Take yourself out. If there's friends who have a certain caliber of, or a niche that you like, or a certain aesthetic, go hang out with those people. Hang out with people who are invested in self-love, invested in self-development. And you will find that through that, opportunities in love will definitely come your way. All right? Thank you, Group 2, for watching this. If you want to book a private reading with me, how to do so is on the about below. If you want to follow me on social media, you can find out my Instagram on the about below. Stay beautiful, stay abundant, stay great. I'll see you on the next video. Group 3, last but not least, Group 3, Group 3, Group 3. Group 3, this is the reading for you. So let's see what Aphrodite, the goddess of love, has to say for you. What is in store for you? Okay, the first card that we have is Jupiter Abundance. But when I get Jupiter, Jupiter can be represented by the gods of lightning. So in Norse mythology, this would be Thor. In Hindu mythology, this would be Indra. In the Orisha, this would be Shango. And in Greek mythology, this would be Zeus. What do they all have in common? They know their power, they know their strength, they're not afraid to exercise it. I get this energy of you coming into the full awareness of your power, the full awareness of your strength. I get this energy of you knowing that you're a very powerful manifester. Like, you are definitely honing in on your level of confidence, and this is powerful. Wow, right after that, I can't even make this up, we have Jupiter return benefits. So something has happened where you realize that you are not here to play small in this world. And because of that, I get this very big personality. Maybe you used to be shy. Maybe you used to be timid. Maybe you didn't like want to express yourself in the way you dress, but out of nowhere, I see you being like, nah, I'ma look my best, or I'ma play with fashion, I'ma play with aesthetic, I'ma play with style. I get like this enhanced playfulness that is making you look great, that is making you look good. Like, people are complimenting you, people are saying you're glowing, people are saying, yo, what's up, I like you. And then we have the card, the void of course, moon missing. So I feel this energy of, I'm tired of waiting. I'm tired of waiting for love. I'm tired of waiting for people. I'm going to be the party that I want to be. I'm going to be the love that I want to be. You're doing really, really, really good work. Aphrodite sees you, and Aphrodite is recognizing you. I feel like the way you dress is very important. I get like power outfits. Like, you embody power when you wear certain clothing. And I'm hearing like you're in your prime right now, and you are loving you, and this is, you're close to love. I'm hearing this is bringing you close to love. You're going to be with somebody who loves the attention that you have. So if you date anybody in the past who was like, oh, you attract too much attention, or you think you're all that, or who may have felt like a little bit intimidated that you would get hit on a lot, like, this person doesn't care. This person knows that you're a big personality and still wants to be around you and appreciates you for being you, and is inspired by it. We have 11th house friends, so I do get this energy of somebody who might be just as playful as you, somebody who might be just as fun as you. Like, you're about to meet somebody who matches your level of spontaneity. So if you're the loud one in your friends, or if you're the bold one in your friends, or if you're the one that stands out, guess what? This person also stands out, and I get very power dynamic, very much a duo. I get somebody who straight up is gonna be like, I find you attractive, but if you just want to be friends, we can be friends too. They will put their cards on their sleeve because they have that Jupiter energy. If you ever know Jupiter energy, you can see this in Sagittarius's. They're not afraid to love. They're gonna put all their cards out there, and if it doesn't work out, oh well. They will be hurt, but they will know how to move on. And that's something very important for the rest of the zodiac to see, because that teaches us that we have to live like that. We have to live without the fear of consequences sometime, or the fear of whatever doesn't work out, and just be in the moment. And I see somebody who is like that, somebody who is in the moment. I see somebody who is bold. I see somebody who is adventurous. The next card that we have is the 12th house escape. You used to be timid. You used to be shy. You used to play small. You used to play in a certain way that, like, I don't know, like, it's not you no more. You broke out of your own, like, cage. You broke out of your own self. You found your voice. You found your freedom. And you feel younger. Even though you're getting older, you feel so young. Your style got better. You had a physical glow up. Like, you've been like, yo, I'm not waiting on anybody. I'm done. I'm tired. I want to feel sexy for me. And you're doing it. You're really much doing it. And you're going to meet somebody who also went through a same journey, where I see somebody who used to be timid, who used to be shy, who used to be very work oriented. And now they're like, you know what? I got to live life. I got to spice up my life. I got to do more in life. And I'm hearing the words harmony. I'm hearing the words like bliss, love. You're both going to match each other. You're both going to hype each other up. This is very beautiful. South Node, life's debris. You've been through some difficulties in love. You've been through some challenges, but they no longer affect you. You've been through somebody who didn't deserve you, somebody who tried to vocally put you down, but that didn't really affect you. That didn't really bother you. Like, your energy is very solid right now. And I don't mean to just hype you up. This reading is just giving me this, like, electric current. The next card that we have is the ninth house faith. Like, you believe that there's more out there. You believe that age doesn't matter. You believe that traditional love does not have to confine to limitations, that you are going to attract love regardless. And I feel like you're not even waiting for love no more. You're just like, you know what? My focus is me and everything else will work itself out. Seventh house partners. You're gonna meet a lover and they're gonna start off like a friend. Again, put all their cards in their sleeve. I see y'all going out a lot. It's not a quiet relationship. It's not we're gonna sip and eat and do that. I see somebody who's just like, let's go out here, let's try this date out. Like somebody who wants to try different things. Like might be like, yo, let's go backpacking, or let's go to this nice restaurant, let's go bar hopping, let's go ski diving. It's gonna be some crazy stuff with this person. I see somebody who is very much about activities. Now if you're somebody who doesn't drink, doesn't matter. This can be somebody who likes to do things like axe throwing and golf carting and things like that. Like I see somebody who's just very spontaneous, wants to really do a lot of action oriented things, very much like time. What's the word? Quality time is very important for this person. That could be a love language for this person, like making sure that the dates are lit. Scorpio, I transform. Oh, this relationship is gonna open both of y'all up. I see y'all both starting very casual, very promiscuous, but then Grand Trine blessings is gonna move from something casual and promiscuous to something that is gonna make both of you feel vulnerable and make you feel like, yo, I let go of like expectations with love, but then boom, it came right away. This is coming very soon, and your person has no qualms or shyness about hitting on you. Let me tell you that much. This person is going to hit on you like right in your face from the jump, from the get-go, call you beautiful, call you attractive from the jump, from the get-go. I see somebody who is going to be very assertive, very straightforward, and straight up ask you, what do you want? And even if you're like, I don't know yet, this person will be like, that's fine, we could still hang out, with zero expectations, with zero even physical contact. Until you give the okay, then yes, there will be movements forward, but I get low pressure, I get fun. Honestly, group 3, you're doing really good. Like from the jump, it gave me hype. It gave me really good energy. So really, really kudos to you for all the inner work you've done. It took you a while to get here. Let's not dismiss the inner work you've done, because you've been through people who were jealous. I see people who wanted to dim your light. I see people who wanted your light for them. I see people who may have been possessive, not just lovers, but friends, maybe even family members. And I feel like you've been learning, like, I'm supposed to be free. I'm supposed to be fun. I'm supposed to be spontaneous. And I think that you've broken so many internal self restrictions, like going out by yourself, doing things on your own, and now you're doing it and you're thriving. So good job for you, group 3. All right, thank you for tuning in. If you want to book a private reading with me, how to do so is on the about below. If you want to follow me on Instagram and social media, how to do so is also on the about below. Stay beautiful, stay abundant, stay great. Thank you all for tuning in. See you on the next video.